Hey guys, I just returned from South Florida, and in today's video I want to show you what equipment I take with me for offshore fishing. Started, and first is gonna be my kayak cart. Hold the seat, but I also mounted scissors here, and that's a heavy duty scissors. You can cut pretty much anything. You can cut bait, and it also has a wire cutter here. Aluminium pliers, and I found that's probably the best pliers. They don't corrode, and they're good enough to remove hooks. That's all I need pretty much. Garmin fish finder. I think one of the best fish finder, and pretty cheap as well. I use this 4 ampere battery, and it's usually enough for fishing trip. Sometimes it lasts 2 fishing trips. Lithium battery, and it's waterproof. It's aqua bound manta ray paddle, and I put this sticker on the paddle to measure the fish I caught. Camera mounting device. I use those 2 standard hobby rod holders. Rail Plaza safety flag, and it has a safety light here too, which is pretty convenient if I need to go very early or very late. This is 36 inches fishing bag. I usually put 10 pounds of ice there. I use those bags to put my stinger rigs. They're ready to go, just need to be tied. NRS life jacket, and I have this line cutter on this jacket, and this is also kind of extension cord. Very useful to clip whatever you need. You can clip pliers or sometimes your cell phone here. I have marine radio here. It's clipped to life jacket. I have a whistle. My fishing license. Light. And I also have this knife. Several dry bags, particularly this one. I put artificials here, just in case I run out of bait or I cannot get bait. I have some artificial lures here. Tackle box, manual water pump. I usually don't take it with me, but it's very useful to use onshore. Second dry bag, I put my car keys and cell phone and everything here. Extremely important for fishing. Go out really early, I use this headlight. I use this device to grab a fish. GoPro 5 with a chest mount. Those 2 air pump. They're waterproof. This cooler has a life well, and as you can see, it has rod holders as well. I'll show you my rods and reel. This is a Spinfisher 5 5500 with a Tiger Elite jigging rod. I use 40-pound test braid, and this is 40-pound fluorocarbon. Sometimes I use 30, sometimes 40. This is heaviest tackle I use. 8,000 pen bottle reel with ugly stick, tiger ugly stick, and this setup can handle pretty much anything. We have 60-pound braid here and 40-pound fluorocarbon. It's a little bit overkill, I think, for Florida, but this reel and rod can handle pretty much anything. I had rooster fish, I had
sailfish on this reel and rod, and you cannot go wrong with this setup. But as I said, I think it's a little bit overkill.
Gaff when kayak fishing, and I use Hawaiian cage gaff, and basically it's custom made. This one I made by myself, and this one I bought. This one is a little bit fragile, and it bends really easy with heavy fish, so that's why I made this one. I made it from PVC from PVC pipe, and you can easily find a video online how to do it, but I modified it a little bit and made it a little bit longer, so maybe in the future I will show you how I made it. But you really need a gaff, because you don't want to put this huge fish like kingfish with very sharp teeth in your kayak. It's very dangerous.
This is one of my favorite setup. This is Spinfisher 6500 with star rods. This is jigging rod, and it's probably perfect for South Florida fishing. I really like it. It's very light. It's enough. It has enough power to handle any fish. It's another ugly stick, Tiger ugly stick, Elite jigging rod with 6,000 bottle reel. It's pretty much enough to handle any fish as well. Tap I use for bottom fishing, and this is Pen Pursuit 6,000. It's pretty much enough to handle bottom fishing. It's pretty cheap rod, pretty cheap reel, but it's very strong reel. I caught tuna with this reel, blackfin tuna. Use those 2 liters bottles for water, and I usually take 2 of those for offshore. I'm sorry, this is 1.5 liter, and it's pretty convenient, you know. I usually put 1 bottle in front of me, and second I put behind me, and so you don't need to take like 6 bottles. So it's much more convenient to take just 2. I really don't want you to spend lots of money on fishing equipment and rods and reel. I think if you have some money to invest, probably Spinfisher 6500 with a star rod. It's probably the best setup you can get for the money. It's gonna handle pretty much any fish you can catch from a kayak. If you do everything correctly, if you overtie the drag, or you do some crazy stuff, crazy things, any rod can break, or you can be flipped and stuff like that. But this is very light. It's great rod, and it's great reel. It's time proven, and as you can see, I have my FG note here. A little bit tight on budget. Ugly Stick Tiger Elite jigging rod is an excellent alternative. It's a really strong rod. I had like sailfish on this rod. It's not gonna break. It's pretty good rod, and you can use Spinfisher 5500. And again, I landed sailfish with this setup. It's an excellent setup. You put usually like 40-pound braid here, and there should be enough line. If you're really tough on budget, you can use Pen Pursuit, probably like 7,000 reel. This is a 5500 reel, but you kind of Pursuit is excellent reel as well, but it's kind of cheap reel, and it's not metallic, so it may break if you hook really big fish, But again, if you're tight on budget, you can use it, and it's gonna be great. As you can see, I really like pen reels, and I think they really deserve to be mentioned. Those are good reels. Guys, thanks for watching that setup I use, and let me know what do you use for going offshore.